Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. We're going to be playing some Rimworld. And I've played a lot of Rimworld in my time. I love playing Rimworld. I'm not the biggest fan of doing the psychopathic, sociopathic, cannibalistic, odd runs that you might see to be popular, so I normally keep it easy, low to the ground, casual. My last most intense game of Rimworld was just because I put a bunch of mods in it, and that gets crazy really fast. So today, for me, we're going to do something different. We're going to do something challenging, even. And we're going to play as the Rich Explorer. We're going to go in with just a guy, just a pet, and a couple of whatever we could carry in our pockets. And if we can't make it, then we can't make it. To even home in on the difficulty, we're going to go strive to survive. But I know a lot of people would be like, I like losing is fun, I love blood and dust, but I'm not as good as those people. I want the series to go on for longer than just, a couple of episodes, admittedly. And because of that, we're gonna go a little bit more casual, but I'm gonna make it a little bit harder on myself. I'm only gonna allow myself the charged rifle for the first week of the game to make sure I don't abuse it. Because I want my colonist, if my colonist uses a gun, to be using the more normal things, to be using the more realistic things rather than to just show up with a gun that is one of the best. But with my expectations in mind, let's see this world and ooh, I'm kind of getting Borderlands vibes from this world. We got mostly a desert and occasional other things. It makes you wonder what the sort of seeds that we're working with might do, but it's oddly populated too, which makes it interesting. A lot of people would be like, oh, I need to re-roll, but I want to try. I want to see where we can go, and that is a hostile tribe. That is a neutral outlander, and so I think I'm just going to place myself right here. Give myself the ability of getting a watermill, and oh my goodness, groceries. Oh my god, this might be it. This might be our god, actually. What? Super immune iron will? 12 shooting, 10 construction, 10 crafting? I'm sorry, Shark. Engie's got you beat. Let's see, is there any other beggars hiding here? Wow! But unfortunately, or even fortunately, I guess, we're just gonna be going in with Engie, a retired combat engineer that is super immune and a careful shooter. Because of that, she has a strong iron will. We're going to be going in with a powerful amount of shooting, an even better amount of construction, and a fantastic level of crafting, which should hopefully be enough to hold us over until we get a colonist. If we get a colonist. And with all that, I'll see you when we load in. Alright, and we are in. Now this is the first time I have ever played not Lone Survivor, but Rich Explorer. And hopefully this is going to be our step up to be able to play, naked brutality one day. So look forward to that sort of series. But for now, the neurosimulations, holo games, and free orgies were never enough for them. We wanted more. The grit and consequence of real life. Like they talk about in history books. We wanted to know what real challenge and consequences feel like. Now, after a journey of decades in cryosleep, we're landing on this unknown rim. Real consequences await. And it looks like they do, as we have an ancient horror, ancient evil right next to our starting spot. Oh, goodness groceries. So, how are we gonna operate this? It looks like we're somewhere in a definitely a tropical forest, I'm feeling. Not many mountains nearby, unfortunately. I'm getting a feeling that we're going to be mountainless. We got some limestone. I like limestone. We've got compacted steel. I like steel. We've got the ancient evil. Not a fan of that. What's this last material? Uranium? That's not bad. And we have granite. Okay. I'm pretty sure the granite's the best out of the three. And I think we want to build out of the remnants of this. Perfect. I'm going to immediately start setting up a structure order. Deconstruct that. Build a wooden door right there. Perfect. And we're going to get a zone of hauling. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna let it play a little bit. Ka-chow! And we have a dog! This is perfect. So, here's how it's gonna work. We're going to zone, stockpile, like that. And double click to get everything in frame to allow. Double click to get everything in frame to allow. You can just do this for everything. And I'm sure the more familiar Rimworld enthusiasts will already know of that, but you know, if you haven't played the game before and this is your first experience with Rimworld, it might be good to know that that's how the game is played. So NG, the combat engineer, is going to pick up her trusty charge rifle. Going to pick that up and hopefully going to start getting to work. Because by God, do we need a home to start off with? And the answer is yes. You're not supposed to answer it. We're going to get that roof. We're going to get a furniture going. I believe we should get a wooden bed. And we're going to go to floors, and then we're going to have wooden for this entire area. And as NG knocks that down, we're going to look at the name of our dog. Cadence, female Labrador. Adorable. So, I was thinking about being put in this general area because if we go to power, you should be able to see this wind turbine. A fantastic piece to have in our collection. And everything in that white square needs to be flat land for it to act optimally. And if we're out just in the open like right here, we have to keep chopping down trees and plants and anything that gets in our way. But we don't have to do that if it's over here, because plants can't grow on rocks, as you can see. So I'm gonna start figuring out how I want this to be placed to optimize my window. I believe I'll have it be like that for now. As NG takes down that tree, we're going to get everything rounded up, and hopefully this ancient evil does not burst out of its container. Seal? Jujutsu Kaisen fans, help me out. What was that thing that screwed up Twitter? Anyway, it looks like the rest of the map just seems to be relatively barren. We're really operating with not much here, other than what we spawned in with. And for me, that's pretty ideal, actually. It means that we're gonna get as close to a true solo run experience, rather than, you know, jump in and cannibalize people and optimize everything, because I'm not the biggest fan of it. Hopefully we see some struggle. Hopefully we have trials to win over. Because I look forward to the fun little goofball things that we're going to get up to in our series. But you're going to see more of that when you come back. When I come back, after NG's finally done building this house. Alright, and we are back, but not with much, to be honest. I was able to place down this wind turbine that is doing great work, even if nothing really is happening, because you can't really be plugged into anything, considering I don't have batteries. And I've got my cute little house going, and I'm slowly taking up this sandstone, and slowly putting it in wood. Really making me feel like home, and I've got this fenced off potato plant farm area. Hopefully this potato farm is going to hold us over for the foreseeable future, like our first is, oh, mediocre. Where the frack is our dog, though? Because our dog doesn't like the wooden bin. I was hoping it'd be appropriate, but I guess not. But yeah, we're just working on food. Working on getting the compound up. I think I'm gonna start building another thing as soon as Angie's done this, morning, cycle. I think, oh no! I think I have to build another structure. Probably here? Not enough. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Okay, before we build another structure, we have to tell her to just start getting wood. Start cutting things down. Start getting to it. And now that that's done, we can finally go to furniture and designate just a couple of animal sleeping spots for a dog, in case our dog really just needs the incentive to lay down. But yeah, we're gonna work on a research station here, and we're gonna try and get batteries so that we can have energy to, well, hopefully cool down our place. We're in permanent summer. I was really hoping to interact with the seasons, but for some people this is a god blue start, so I'm gonna complain, just to myself maybe. But until then, I'm just gonna deconstruct some of the sandstone and reconstruct it with wood, and I'll see you when it's all settled, or when I get raided, one or the other. Alright, and we're back again. We just barely finished our research area. We're starting to study batteries so that we can move on to a lot of the energy that we're going to be making over the days and hours, but we just got some visitors. So I'm going to send over Engie to go talk with those visitors so that hopefully we can have use for our silver. We have a bunch of silver, just nothing to spend it on. If this can give us, I don't know, any sort of chunk, that would be nice, but I don't think they have any. Sheeple face mask, can't really do much with that, so we'll join. I guess, but we're not really needing it, right? They have herbal message. I'll also take the penicillin. I guess that's just that, yeah. We're gonna have Engie go back inside and just sleep until morning, I guess. Look, I have a little cooler, making it so that Engie doesn't get heat stroke at night. Look at that! Look at that! Output 3,450, that's crazy! So yeah, oh, and they bought, I guess. And they're eating in my personal quarters. Oh, Engie, we got a table because somebody reserved it. These pawns are really freaking me off. Pissing me off. At least our Labrador chicken. This is good. Even if it's in the center of everything, the place to sleep is so but we're gonna start movements to make a animal disease the flu. No! Really? Here, medical, we're gonna tend to cadence. I'm gonna keep our dog. It's just the minor flu. They're a little bit ahead of it, but if we get on top of it now, hopefully the gap that's gonna be made is gonna be enough so we don't really have to think about it too much, right? Hopefully Cadence just pulls through casually. Yeah, we're gonna be studying batteries. We have gunsmithing, blowback, and gun turrets right now, but we still have a long way to go. Hell, we don't even know what beer is yet. Or drugs. I'd like to do drugs. Yeah, we can't even study flat armor because we don't have plate armor, so we have a way to go. And it's gonna take a little bit, but I'm sure that we can figure something out until then. Honestly, I'm thinking of just slamming a couple of shelves in here, right? My idea is that it's a workshop. It makes the workshop a little bit better, hopefully, and gives us a place to store stuff. We just have to tell her, hey, worry about construction a bit more than growing and research. gets to it. Or I guess she'll get to it in the morning. So I'll see you when we have a little bit more going to us. Oh no, we have our first raid. So we're getting raided by the Dorana troop. They're coming from the top, and they just have Asal Boga here. Let's check their bio for anything. They've got pretty good plants, pretty good crafting, pretty good medical, pretty good melee. That's very scary, but I think we can try and force her to join our colony, actually. That'd be pretty good. So, we're gonna let things play out. I don't think they're attacking on the way. I think... Oh, they absolutely are. Engie, wake up! Wake up, Engie! Architect, structures, furniture, that's where it is. We're gonna get you a sleeping spot, put that in there. Oh, I almost, that would have been bad. And we're gonna put that for prisoners, and then we're gonna tell Engie died. That's okay. That's okay. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Engie she was probably going to be unwavering too, right? If you don't know, some NPCs in the game will just show up and be like, I cannot be tempted to your affection. And so you just gotta, deal with that. It's not fun, I don't think, but we're working on it, and we have our shelves going on over here. We're gonna chop some wood and just make sure everything is in order. Just keep trying to build out our colony because, oh my god, these potatoes are taking forever. Like, I don't need the food, but I'm starting to get worried. Didn't I buy a bunch of pemmican? Where is that? Is that still out there? Oh, some guys just dead. Crab! No! No! Coded stat line 2, what the frick? Okay, well, sorry, buddy. I will build you a grave. We're gonna get you a grave going on, okay? It's gonna happen approximately when Engie realizes that she is bad at horseshoes and should never do it again. We're gonna deconstruct that and check. It's still awful because it's dirty and ugly. How do I fix that? Furniture, right? Surely? Plant pot. Yeah. Actually, we need recreation variety, so we're gonna have to put that there and suffer through it. How much steel do we have? That's 20, we have 90. Yeah, we should have enough. So we go into furniture, steel plant, we're gonna put that there, we're gonna... Can't even put a torch up. Gonna do that, and then we're gonna... it's getting shoddy, right? We're getting shoddy like a melody in my head right now, and it's rough and tough. I still haven't replaced all of the walls with wood. We're still slowly expanding, right? And even though we have these shelves, our person is still hauling things down there. And that's just no bueno. So we're gonna have to delete this zone so that they're forced to, actually move stuff into their little compound over here. And it's dull now. It's dull now. We're getting there. We're getting places, right? Oh, we're so back. It's gonna be a pretty little laboratory. It's gonna be a cute little laboratory. And our bedroom is decent. This is the first time I've ever had a decent bedroom. And we have a slaver from the north. Oh, we could totally buy a slave right now. Oh, my goodness. Rimworld, am I right? Okay, so they have a bunch of medicine that we can buy. Luciferium, which if you don't know is what you use to, you don't know. It's what you use to fly around in a spaceship. But I'm gonna look over this and I'm gonna make a decision on what to buy. Might be a little bit. I'm gonna think deeply and hardly about this. Alright, so fascinating development. Wonder the Defector isn't really too good for us. Not really too much going on other than medical and social, but they're a win, right? Weak and cowardly. We don't need them. Tolker is great at cooking animals and crafting, but they're psychically hypertensive even if they're tough. And because of that, they're incapable of violence, which we really don't need right now. And Fleeb is a quick sleeper and kind, but look at all the things they can't do. And we need a miner, or sorry, somebody to mine right now. So we're gonna have to take Dweeb here actually, and that's funny. That's really funny. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Dweeb. We're gonna get a furniture sleeping spot. And we're gonna put Dweeb. Yeah, we have to. Because we don't have anything really. So we just have to tell him to suffer through Ace. Not even there. We can't even do this well. Sleeping spot. Bam! And eventually the plan is, since it looks like you'll be here a while, Dweeb thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? Oh. I'd ask to look at the world. Well, we can't really do that. And the swan. Okay. No, I was thinking something like Rimworld Outriders. I'm thinking Outlanders something, or something Outlanders. And I have to mull that over. Marsh Outlanders. Yeah! And this place is gonna be called, what is this place gonna be called? Day One. Just to give something an odd feeling, because NG is from a high-tech, high-civilization planet where apparently space orgies are common, so I want them to be a little bit less creative, a little bit more rigid and corporatized. This community is now known as Day One, and just for the heads up, we do not plan on keeping Dweeb as a slave. We plan on actually making a cute little prisoner area for Dweeb so that we can take Dweeb prisoner and then tell Dweeb, hey, join my colony. Oh, that's a bookshelf. Ah, that's why it's not working. Okay, hold on. Wooden shelf. Dweeb, work on that. Work on that right now, Dweeb. That's the funniest thing ever. Just to call it his name, Dweeb. Oh my god. Dweeb, I saw. No. NG. Work on that. Good. And now Dweeb and NG get to rest into the night. We have our first colonist. And they are a slave. Hopefully, they won't be a slave for long. And I know, I keep jump cutting. I keep pausing the recording, even though nothing is happening. And yeah, it's a slow game, but there's a lot of things that are still happening, you know? Dweeb is out here, Dweeb is mediocre laboratory, Dweeb is hauling things around, and that's all we have right now until we harvest these potato plants, until we get things going again, until we move into a later fraction of the game. And honestly, we might even need to skip making a battery. What we might need to do right now is make a kitchen so that we can cook the potatoes rather than just tell our people to eat raw potatoes. Have you ever eaten a raw potato? I haven't, and I don't think I'd wish that on my worst Eating a raw potato just sounds rough and dirty. And dweeb! Oh my god, what is he? What is he? What is he? He's an intellectual! Our battery research, our everything. It is so nice. And we have a quest. We're gonna jump to item stash and what the fuck? No. I'm sorry, what was this for? Rimworld medicine? We're fine. We're fine. But this is the world map. And we are... Where are we? We're here. Very close to the world's massive ocean. In between a hostile and a neutral tribe. Okay. And we're gonna be trying to get as much wood here as possible for now. Because we really just need it. Unfortunately, I think the day that we get a, fix these sandstone walls and the walls, I think that day is gonna be far, far away. At least for now. But I think I can also tell them to harvest now. Because I think we're going to be running out of food really quickly. And these berries should hold us over. I don't think they count as a negative detriment to eating. Or if you eat potatoes, you feel all nasty and gross inside. If you eat berries raw, Dweeb is getting heat stroke! No! The hot weather. Oh, and the mad wild boar. Where is it? Okay, NG, I need you to lock in. No, fuck. No, NG, what's your bio? You're not good at melee. NG. NG locked in. No, you are going home. Hold on. Work. Bed rest. And then we're gonna tell Dweeb to doctor is priority because Dweeb has the best medical skills so far. So NG's gonna limp home, bleed everywhere, and Dweeb is gonna start healing her so that she can get back into action soon. Wow, the help of another colonist, really speeding up the colony's efforts twice full. Isn't that crazy? Probably not when you use your brain to think about it. So don't use your brain to think about it yet, okay? Just go with it. No! This is rough. Okay. 10. Feed. And then autosave needs no health. Your infection. Oh, you're beating it. Oh, 10 quality, 130%. Dweeb just saved our lives. This is fantastic. Maybe this is the story of how Dweeb started to take efforts to make it off-world. How crazy would that be if we thought that NG would be the main character for this entire run, and instead Dweeb just shows up, locks in, and goes, what if I'm the main character? What if instead I'm the one that the story is about? Because Dweeb is giving me a lot of, and I mean a lot of passion to see this through to an end game where he can finally go home. Maybe let's look into his bio. Maybe let's read some Dweeb lore together. He was a sheltered child. He grew up in a shelter beneath a toxic world. He received a comprehensive education but had no opportunity to do physical labor. In adulthood, he lived as a cave explorer. Heat stroke to Dweeb. Okay, it's okay. His work was very dangerous, but the pay was very good. Dweeb, I need you to wake up. I need you to tend. And I need you to feed. And that is great. Alright, so let's see. Social? Do we actually get any lore about our colonists? I don't think we do. So we're just going off of the assumption that NG served in a military and retired and just found the life to be boring and wanted to live on a Rimworld and he lived in a section of this world that was polluted and killed by toxins, where he was kept underground for that whole time. And eventually, that proficiency allowed him to firmly settle into society as a cave explorer, until one day he got caught by some tribals, and the tribals sold him off into slavery under threat that he either takes the slavery or instead he dies, he gets killed. And so, of course, Dweeb, knowing that there's a better future ahead of him, Dweeb, knowing that there are ways to get off of this world, that he needs to get off of this world, locked in and said, fine, I'll experience being a slave. I'll struggle through it all. Through the struggles, I will endure. That sounds so awesome. That sounds so awesome. I'm already so proud of Dweeb. He hasn't even done much. That's crazy. But right now our biggest priority is just kind of making sure that we can build a kitchen, which is weird. Normally I focus on storage rooms. Normally I focus on houses, on research benches, but we really only need a kitchen. So I'm gonna get started on that. We have visitors, and the last time we had visitors, it was fantastic. Dweeb, what is your bio? You were fantastic at social. Go trade with Eagle. We can buy medicine from you, herbal medicine from you, and nothing else. Wow, that sucks. We'll take some herbal medicine. Oh, this guy's just hasn't been buried. We'll allow, I guess, so that somebody goes around and does something about it. But until then, I'm gonna focus on building that kitchen I was talking about, because we really need it soon. Our potatoes are almost up, and yeah, I don't want to eat raw potatoes. I already had a save recently with raw potatoes, and it was rough. There was this whole chicken famine. And, you'd think it'd be like, oh no, we ran out of chicken, so we had to rely on potatoes. Actually, it's the opposite, where we had so many potatoes that our chickens bred so much and so rapidly that we just kind of had to feed them all of our potatoes. And the chickens caused our famine because we couldn't feed the rest of our livestock. And at this point, we had so many llamas and so many goats. We even had a cow. It was great. But, the chicken famine. The chicken famine. It's fine. It's fine. No chicken famine will happen in this save. I am way past the chicken famine. And as soon as this kitchen right here gets done, we're going to be able to cook our potatoes into real fine meals. Hopefully the next trader that comes in, hopefully they're a livestock trader or something adjacent to that. Hopefully we can start getting cattle. Add on to our colony in a way of expansion. But until then, we're gonna have to keep researching batteries, building kitchens, keep getting shelves, get everything sorted. Hopefully somebody worries about that shelf, because that shelf means that we can finally do all of the stuff that we've purchased, which we don't have yet. And it's just rotting in the open, and I'm scared. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna find our way through it, and it's gonna be fantastic. Now, we don't have the steel. No! It's... I keep saying it's okay. I'm not sure if it is, but we'll get there. Even if it's without NG, or even if it's without Dweeb, we'll get there. We're gonna have a cooking station. We're gonna cook our potatoes. We're gonna have the best mashed potatoes that you've had ever seen. And it is gonna be a fantastic experience for everyone involved. Even you watching at home, or even you watching out right now on your vacation that I know that you're on. harvesting if she just bought 3, 4. I would kill myself after that. If I botched harvesting berries 4 times, I think I would just say fuck it. My life wasn't worth living anymore. And just die. Because that's rough, buddy. 4 times? 4 is crazy. 4 is I have no clue what I'm doing. Oh, we're plant dying. Oh, and our plant dying made our laboratory though. Now it's back up to mediocre. Yay! Okay, now hopefully after some cutting down of trees. Oh, did we finally bury the body? We did, yes! We can get this short bow up. That'd be awesome. And she's still cutting down some trees. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't. Okay. It would have been 5. It would have been 5. I would have been pissed. Dweeb has heat stroke, so Dweeb just needs to chill a little bit in the compound. Chill in the compound, buddy. You don't. Oh, I need you to chill. Okay. He'll live his own life for now. Excuse me. And until he lives that life, or until he stops, we're just gonna keep production of this base going. We're gonna get an electric stove. And I know, daring! How could I? We don't even have power for our air conditioner yet. But I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it will be fine. I think we're gonna be... And I think we continue mining this vein. And as soon as we start harvesting these potatoes, we're gonna be like, hey, I need you to just start harvesting or cooking. Yeah, look, we're perfectly fine. Enough for the electric stove, enough for the air conditioner, and still... What? The mad monkey? No! NG! NG, there's a mad monkey! Watch out! You missed all 3 of your shots! NG! Oh, what? 12 shooting and she could not hit the monkey once with a gun. She is just... Oh! NG, why? Why, buddy? Go home! Are you really eating medicine after missing 6 shots against a monkey? NG's core world experience really is showing. And that is not a compliment. She is straight up fumbling right now. And it is bad. It is so bad. Hey, 130% 10 quality. Fantastic. Get that last premisin. Eat that last premisin. Yeah. Alright, so with that, we're gonna structure wood wall. Make this... I'll add a little structure here. People are gonna be confused about... You'll understand. You'll see my vision later. You'll see it soon. You'll see it soon. And since we have 2 colonists, actually, we need another chair. We're gonna put a chair there too. After all of this is cleared up, we're gonna make another wind turbine. It's gonna be awesome. Actually, I'm so daring, I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna say sports, concrete. No, that's bridge terrain. Okay, structure, bridge, N. N? Oh, that's rough. Okay, cancel that. We'll just deal with it. We'll just learn how to deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. We have just enough to keep a light on, to keep the air conditioner on. That's all we really need while Angie waits to get up after getting her ass beat down by a gosh darn monkey. To be fair, it was a mad monkey, but I don't think that excuses much. Yeah, and we have... Yeah, okay, perfect. These potato plants are almost done. We are looking really, really good right now. No, not like really, really good. Dweeb still sleeps on the floor. Does Dweeb feel bad things about that? I think he does feel bad things about it. Yeah, I'm hungry. Consume those berries real quick. Yeah, I think we will end up being fine, inevitably. But hopefully Engie doesn't lock herself in. I had a pawn do that once and it was terrible. Oh, an Aurora! Dweeb, wake up! Yeah. It's so pretty, isn't it, dude? It's so pretty. Okay. And the Aurora is ending. Engie just had enough time to barely see a little bit of it. We've really taken in. We've really feeling great now. That is amazing taking. We're gonna mine this limestone as well. Get it out of the way. We're probably gonna put our battery storage here in between both of the turbines. That is a lot of steel. Hopefully that's gonna allow us to get some crazy stuff going on. Hopefully that's gonna allow us to go sicko mode in this. Zones, expand home zone. We're gonna expand it into here because this is actually gonna be our storage. So I'm gonna go to floors, wood floor, and then we're gonna wood floor this up, not these. Nope. Yeah, I get all of that. All of that. Heat stroke on who? Yeah, NGF would do that. We're gonna go into architect, we're gonna go into furniture, and then we're just gonna place down one wooden shelf, storage, blah blah blah, fresh, only foods, manufactured, raw, weapons, and outfit. We're gonna build a copy. Yeah, and then we're gonna copy these settings and then paste the settings on the old. So this is gonna be our food storage. I know you might be thinking that that is a lot of storage for what looks like no food because we have no food. But trust me, we have food and a good bit of that. And as soon as we get our batteries and as soon as we place our batteries here, we're gonna chop that wood and then chop that wood. And as soon as we place the batteries here, we're gonna have a comfortable amount of energy to keep this place frozen. Even though we're in permanent summer, which I'm not the happiest about. I literally just wrapped up playing in a permanent summer run. I wanted the seasons. I wanted winter time, autumn time. I wanted to escape living in Florida. I don't like living in Florida, but it's okay. We're all working on doing our own thing, and I'm working on getting out of here. Hopefully, I get to move Engie and Dweeb out of this cute, even if it is simple, little area. But as of right now, I need Engie to wake up, lock in, and repair our only source of energy. Because if she doesn't, we're cooked. And we're not cooked, we're about to get to cooking. Yes! Simple meal 4. Get that done like 5 times, I think. And then we're gonna check work. Gonna see if anybody cooks. It's Engie. Of course it's Engie. Get to... It's okay. I only want Engie to start doing things again. She worries me, actually. No good recreation. And a Muffalo shaman named Baxter arrived and wants to join the colony. He's willing to contribute but will not leave easily. His best stat is melee. We have to accept here. Baxter! Dude, don't know, there was this really famous animator, I believe, and his name is Baxter. I forget his other name, but he was very, very famous. He even debuted in an episode of Adventure Time. And I just can't say no to a Baxter like that. That's fantastic. Great. Oh, you can tell he was an animator. Great social, great medical, and Baxter! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm only just mourning. We don't have a place for him to sleep. How do we do it? Because quickly, Engie's house is not becoming her own house, right? That's rough. We seem to be good on food. We do still need batteries. It's taking forever, so hold on. Let me organize some things. Dweeb, you're gonna be researching forever. You're not gonna be researching at all anymore, Engie. Nor are you gonna be on Warden. Baxter, you're gonna be on maximum Warden because we're gonna need you to Warden. Remember, you're gonna be on 2 priority for art, and you're also gonna be on 1 priority for doctor. Neither of them can play. Damn it. But it's fine. We're gonna chop those. And then we're going to bridge of 5. Right? But nothing else to do. I don't know why it takes so much. How much does a bridge take? 12? No wonder it takes so much. Goodness gracious. But we are on our way. We are on our way to having a real colony. And I think that's where we have to end things today. Because the recording is getting long, and it's going to take a while for this video to upload, sorry. And we just got our 3rd member of our colony, and we're facing down a rather comfortable foothold in the world. So, thank you all for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you liked the video and made it this far. This is a very new channel, so I'm kind of heavily relying on anybody that watches the video to, watch the video and like and comment. Tell me what you liked about it. I'll keep it in mind. I'll try and incorporate it into the next one, but until then,